Hi everyone, so today I'm gonna show you how to make my favorite crystal bracelet. So these are examples of my favorite crystal bracelet. As you can see, they are very beautiful. You can wear them in any occasion. I have made a lot of them, as you can see. This is my personal favorite. So I have used 3 colors of crystals. And it looks just beautiful. So to make this bracelet, you need 2 colors of seed bead size 15. So I used gold seed bead size 15 and copper seed bead size 15. You have to use one color that matches your crystals. So you're gonna need crystals size 3 millimeter, and you need one color that matches your crystals, because you see those little 15 seed beads are gonna come between the crystals. So here I use silver seed beads for silver crystals. Here I used gold as well, so you see them a little bit between the purple ones, so they match us together. So this technique is actually a netting technique, and you can see it because if I turn around the bracelet, you see the netting that we've made first. So that's what we're gonna make first, and then we're gonna put the crystals on top. So you don't see the net on the front, but it's not necessary to see it, but you see the one color. So in this tutorial I'm going to use the golden color to match my crystals. So I'm going to put my already finished bracelets at the side, and I'm going to show you how to make the crystal bracelet. So I have 2 colors 15, so I chose the gold one to be on top, the copper one for the netting. So I'm going to pick up 1 gold and 2 copper ones. So that's what I'm gonna do, and I'm gonna make like this size. So I'm gonna make it this wide. So when you're gonna make it this wide, you need about 9 times the 1 gold and the 2 copper. If you want a little bit smaller bracelet, about this size, you need 7 times the 1 gold and the 2 copper, and you can actually make a very thin bracelet, and that will be 2 rows. So it would be this one, so like this, so the half the size of this one, and then you need 5 times 1 gold, 2 copper. But we're gonna make a very thick one, so we're gonna make this size. So I'm gonna use 9 times 1 gold, 2 copper. So I already have 1, so I'm gonna repeat it. So 2, 1 copper, 1 gold, 2 copper, 3, 1 gold, 2 copper, 4, 1 gold, 2 copper, 5, 1 gold, 2 copper, 6, 1 gold, 2 copper, 7, 1 gold, 2 copper, 8, 1 gold, 2 copper, and 9, 1 gold, 2 copper. So this is how it looks on my needle. So the gold and the copper. So you can count the gold once, or the other colors you choose, to see how many times you have it. So I'm gonna count again: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 times. So that's what I want. So I'm gonna put them on my thread. For this work you need a lot of thread, so leave your thread close to you. I'm gonna leave about a long tail, so I'm gonna put this as a tail. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take it at the end, and I'm gonna count. So I'm gonna take the first one apart, I'm gonna take the second one aside, and I'm gonna go through the next one. So the third gold that I'm seeing, I'm gonna put my needle through, and I'm gonna pull, and it's gonna form like this little loop that we want. So as you can see, the little loop. So it's a bit loose, but that doesn't matter. It's gonna be more tight when we repeat it. So now we have this. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna take 2 copper ones for the netting, 1 for the top, the gold, 2 copper ones. And then on our work we're gonna skip the first gold one and we're gonna go through the second gold one. So we're gonna go through this one. This bracelet I sometimes have one hand too short. So I'm gonna leave it like this. Pull. So there you have your second loop. We're gonna repeat it. So we're gonna take 2 copper ones, 1 gold, 2 copper ones, skip 1 gold one and go through the next gold one. So like that. So now we're making the net to put our crystals on. So we're gonna do the same. So we're gonna take 2 copper ones, 1 gold one, 2 copper ones, and I'm gonna go through my last gold one. Like this. Last gold one. Make sure your tail isn't in your work like it is with my work. So like that. So now I have those 4 loops I formed. So I'm gonna put it on the ground so you can see it. So 1, 2, 3, 4 loops. So these are gonna become 8 rows of crystals. So 8 rows of crystals. So we're gonna continue making our net. So we're gonna take 2 copper ones, 1 gold one, 2 copper ones, and we're gonna go through this. I'm gonna show you in here. And we're gonna coming out of this one, and we're gonna go through the next gold one. So the first gold one, and I'm gonna pull. We're gonna have this weird loop at the side, but that's what we want. And then we're gonna repeat it. So we're gonna take 2 copper, 1 gold, 2 copper. We're gonna skip this one. We're gonna go through the next gold one. So that would be this one. And we're gonna pull. So pull your tail so it stays a little bit tight. So like that. We're gonna do the same. So take 2 copper, 1 gold, 2 copper, skip a gold one and go with your needle through the next gold one. So that would be this one. And pull. So you're getting this weird kind of net, but that's what we need. So again, 2 copper, 1 gold, 2 copper, and go through the last gold one like this. So the last gold one. So that's the start of our net. So it's actually like this. Turn it around like this. So we're gonna continue doing it. 2 copper, 1 gold, 2 copper, and going through the first gold one at the side. So we're gonna go through this one. So pull your thread so it stays tight. Like that. So again, 2 copper, 1 gold, 2 copper, skip this one and go through the next gold one. So this will be this one. So again, 2 copper, 1 gold, 2 copper, skip this one, so skip this one and go through the next one. So going through this one and pull. Again, 2 copper, 1 gold, 2 copper, and going through the last one like that. So, and you continue doing this. So I'm gonna do one more row for you guys. So I'm gonna take it back and I'm gonna do 2 copper, 1 gold, 2 copper, and going through the first one you see, first gold one you see. So and pull so it becomes tight. Then 2 copper, 1 gold, 2 copper, skip this gold and going through that gold. Again, 2 copper, 1 gold, 2 copper, skip this one, going through that one. And to finish, 2 copper, 1 gold, 2 copper, and going through the last one like that. So when I lay it down, you see your net is starting to form. So like that, you see the little loops that are starting to form, and that's the thing we are seeing when the bracelet is finished. That's the net that we're making. So you continue making this net. I'm just gonna do this little piece to show you guys, but you continue making the net and you make it a little longer than you want your bracelet to be. Because when you put the crystals on, it can shrink a little bit. That's why I didn't make a knot at the beginning. So if I made too many, I can pull the net, I can break off the net till I have the desired length, so that's not bad. But so make it longer, a little bit longer than the bracelet you want it to be. So what I have to say, you using 15 seed beads, so that are very small seed beads. So when you put on the clasp, be very careful. If you go through many times to the bead can break and your work has been destroyed. So I have had it one time, I wasn't happy about it. So I want to warn you guys, don't go through many times to the seed bead 15, because when it breaks, you'll not be happy. So when you're finished your netting, we're gonna put the crystals on. So I use crystals 3 millimeters to put on, because I want them to be on top of the netting. When you use seed bead size 11, and then you can use crystals size 4 millimeter, it won't be bigger, but you will see the seed beads better in your work, and I don't want it. I want to be the seed beads subtle and the crystals really shining. So that's why I use 15. So I'm gonna pick up one 15 seed bead, one crystal 3 millimeter, one 15 seed bead. So like this. That's what I'm gonna pick up every time. So the copper we don't need anymore. We only need the gold right now. So I'm gonna put it on my work to show you. So I'm coming out of a gold one. So we always need to come out of the gold one. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go with my needle through the next gold one. So we have those loops, and then we have like the cross, and we're going to the cross always. We're gonna always go through the cross with the gold one. So I'm gonna go through the gold one. I'm gonna pull. And you see it's gonna go on top of the gold one, like that. So I'm gonna do that again. So I'm gonna pick up one seed bead size 15, the gold one, 3mm crystal, one seed bead size 15 gold one. And I'm gonna, coming out of this one, and I'm searching for my next cross. It's gonna be this one. And I'm gonna go through that gold bead. So like that. I'm gonna pull. So you see the golden row starts. So I'm gonna do that again. So I'm gonna pick up one seed bead, one crystal, one seed bead. Searching for my next cross, that would be here, and going through the golden crystal. Like that. So again, pick up one seed bead, one crystal, one seed bead. And now we see we don't have the cross anymore. So waiting for you to see it. So now we don't have like the cross anymore. So we have this one. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go with our needle through one of the copper ones that we have actually split in the middle. So we have one copper, one gold on each side. So I'm gonna go through this one. So like that. So you see your crystal is beautiful in the row of the other crystals. So we're coming out of these copper ones. When I turn it, you see I'm coming out of this copper one. And I'm gonna go through the gold one. Like that. So I'm gonna go through the gold one without adding any beads. And I'm gonna continue doing the same. So I'm gonna pick one seed bead, one crystal, one seed bead. And I'm gonna search for my next cross. That cross would be here. So I'm going through the gold one. Like that. I'm gonna continue. So I'm gonna pick up a seed bead, crystal, seed bead. And I'm gonna search for my next cross. That cross will be here. I'm going through that gold one. Like that. Again, one seed bead, crystal, seed bead. Searching for your next cross and go through the gold one. Again, one seed bead, crystal, seed bead. Now we don't have a cross anymore, so we're gonna take one copper and one. So first do the copper one. So we have two copper ones, so we split the copper ones in the middle, going to one copper one, like that. Like that, so two copper ones. And then I'm gonna go through the gold one next to it, like that, without adding any seed beads or pearls. So when I put it down, you see the rows forming that we put on, and you see a lot of gold and a little bit of copper. That's what you want. So I'm gonna finish it. So I'm coming out of the gold one, pick up one seed bead, one crystal, one seed bead, searching for my next cross. My next cross will be here, going through the gold one. So coming out of the gold one, pick up a seed bead, crystal, seed bead, searching for my cross and going to the next gold one. So I'm gonna put it like that for you guys. So I'm gonna take one seed bead, one crystal, one seed bead. Coming out of the gold one, searching my cross. Cross will be here. So that's my cross. And going to the next gold one will be here. And pull. So again, one seed bead, one crystal, one seed bead. So now I don't have a cross anymore. So I'm gonna go to one copper, like that, one copper, pull, and going through the gold one without adding any beads, like that. So last round, I'm gonna take one seed bead, one crystal, one seed bead, searching my cross, it will be this one, going through the gold one. So I'm gonna turn my work around. It stays the same, so searching the cross, going through the gold one, like that. Again, one seed bead, one crystal, one seed bead, searching the cross, so searching the cross, going through the gold one, like that. Again, one seed bead, one crystal, one seed bead, searching for the cross, it will be this one, and going through the gold one. Again, one seed bead, one crystal, one seed bead, doesn't want to get sharp. Yes, that's what I want. So no cross anymore. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go to one copper one, and through the gold one. So that's a little piece I made for you guys. So when we look at it, you see the crystals on top, the net at the bottom. We just need the good length to make the bracelet. So now I have used one color. So that's with this case. I always use one color. In this particular one, I used 3 colors. So I used a color in the center that were 2 rows, and I used 1 row in between, and then I used another color for the other rows. So I used 3 colors for this one. You can make stripes as well, so every row in another color. You can actually choose what you want to do, but it always looks beautiful.